Who is the strongest Genshin Impact character, for each element, in the lore, not in meta? By strongest, I mean if all the characters of the respective element fought each other on their own, who would be the winner and come out on top? I know some people might disagree with me on some things, but I tried my best by what I can find in the lore about them. Also, Archons are banned like usual. For the Pyro element, the characters we have are Hu Tao, Diluc, Yoimiya, Klee, Yanfei, Toma, Amber, Bennett, Xiangling, and Xin Yan. For this element, I think the winner is between Diluc, Klee, and Yanfei. I know that Yanfei is part Adeptus, but there isn't really much information on how strong she really is, so I think this battle is between Diluc and Klee. Diluc is a very strong and skilled fighter. He has experienced fighting countless times before, definitely much more than Klee. He is one of the few characters we get to see in action when fighting, not once, not twice, but 3 times. He used to be a former member of the Knights of Favonius, and was considered among the best. He could have even been the Grand Master. He is definitely strong, with a lot of accomplishments. On the other hand, Klee is the daughter of Alice, who was referred to Baido as a near-omnipotent sorceress. Alice taught Klee some of her knowledge and power, specifically on how to make bombs, and with that power, Klee is powerful enough to level Stormbearer Mountains. On her birthday message, she destroyed the Primo Geo Bishop, and she didn't even think it was any problem. Now for the winner, I think I would have to give it to Diluc, because even if Klee is extremely strong, she is still a child, and one strong slash could possibly be enough to eliminate her, and making Diluc the winner. For the Hydro element, the characters we have are Kokomi, Mona, Child, Xingqiu, and Barbara. Without a doubt, if they were all forced to fight each other, I think Child will win. Child, being a harbinger and all, and he's also very obsessed with fighting. I know that Kokomi is a very smart strategist, but what strategy can she really do in this situation? She can't take advantage of the environment, and she has no one to assist her in any way. Meanwhile, Child is very experienced, and learned how to fight from just a young age. He also has a delusion, and can transform into his foul legacy form, but it can be tiring for his body when used for a long time. He is very strong, however he sometimes gets too overconfident with his abilities, and the other Hydro characters might try to exploit that, but I still don't see any way of Child losing. Mona could predict the future, but I don't see how that will help her, since she can't just teleport out of the fight. For the Anemo characters, we have Jean, Xiao, Kazuha, Sucrose, and Xiao. Between the 5 of them, I think Xiao wins this fight. Xiao, being a strong Adeptus, and having fought the remnants and hatred of the defeated gods in Adepti. I think Kazuha will be a very good competitor though, because he did manage to block Raiden's incredibly strong attack, and he somewhat was able to wield 2 visions. I am unsure if he is still able to do it again though, because at that time, he was protecting someone. Jean will also be a pretty good competitor, with her healing, and being the acting Grand Master of Mondstadt, but I think Xiao will still come out on top, between the Anemo element characters. For the Cryo element, the characters we have are Ayaka, Eula, Aloy, Chichi, Shenhe, Gunyu, Rosaria, Kia, Chongyun, and Diona. This element is definitely the hardest to pick, with just one winner, because all of them, I literally mean all of them, are pretty strong fighters in the lore, well except Diona. But I have to say that Gunyu will win this fight. She fought in the Archon War with Rex Lapis, helped in defeating Osial's wife, and she is also half Adeptus. Meaning she probably has increased capabilities, that is more than the average human, like for example when she blessed the Traveler, and gave us healing, and boosted survivability. Her canonical weapon is also the Amos bow, which is nothing really worth noting. However, I find it odd, because the bow is from Mondstadt, so how did she get it? But this match will be very close though, especially between Gunyu, Rosaria, Chichi, Kaya, and Shenhe, with all of them having a pretty good reason on why they might win this match. Who do you guys think will win the fight between the Cryo elements? Comment down below. For the Electro characters, we have Keiching, Lisa, Baido, Razor, Fischl, and Sarah. I think the winner of this match is between Lisa, Sarah, and Baido. Sarah is a very great general, and practices very frequently, but I think without her army, Lisa and Baido will be more stronger than her. Also, she somewhat relies on strategy, and similar to Kokomi, she can't do that here. Now for Lisa and Baido, they both are pretty strong, and has a reason on why they might win. Baido defeated a giant sea monster with her crew, and she did it all when she didn't even have a vision yet, so imagine how stronger she got when she received one. It is also said in stories that she can split the sea into two, and can draw the thunders with just her sword. Although it is unsure if the things said are real or fake, because Liyue stories tend to exaggerate a lot, but people who have sailed with her said she is definitely powerful and strong. Now for Lisa, she was the best student in Sumeru Academia in 200 years. She received her vision when she randomly just asked for one, and the gods just gave it to her. Lisa could have had a higher position of the Knights of Favonius, but just declined the offer. Kaya once had a fight with Lisa, and he still says her lightning still stings from his arm. She is indeed a very knowledgeable mage. Now for the question, who will win between the two? Well, it was very difficult to pick, because it really depends on what perspective you're looking at, but in the end, I think that Baido would win. The only reason why is that Lisa seems to only get serious and use her real power when the other person makes her angry and mad, like when they return the book late. I personally don't see a reason why Lisa might get mad at Baido, so I think Baido will come out on top of the electro element, but if she does somehow get mad, I think Lisa will definitely win. For the Geo element, the characters are Noel, Ningguang, Goro, Albedo, Ito, and Yunjin. I think in the end, Albedo will win this match, because he has the potential of possibly destroying the entire Mondstadt city. He is also a synthetic human, created by alchemy from his master, which possibly gives him more strength and abilities than the average human. He is also adopted by Alice, who I have said before is a very strong character. Now Noel and Ito might be a good opponent for him, and they might have a chance of winning, but Noel, although has extremely strong strength, is probably lacking in something important, because she still fails the Knights of Favonius exam. And then Ito, although strong, got defeated by Sarah. And I personally think that Albedo is much more stronger than Sarah, so that is why I think Albedo is the strongest in the Geo element in the lore, in my personal opinion. And now for the final element, which is Dendro. Baizu is the only official Dendro character, I think, so he automatically wins, even before we get to know any lore about him. Now for the question, what if all the strongest characters in each element in the lore fought, who would win? Well, the answer might be revealed in my next video, which is also the 10,000 subscriber special video. It will be a battle royale, with all of the Genshin Impact characters, and the characters who didn't win here might have a chance in this video, now that strategy and alliances are involved. I will also be banning some of the characters, or else the winner will be too obvious. So subscribe to get notified on when I upload it. That is the end of the video. Subscribe and like. Bye.